Hey everybody, Hazmat here, and today something rather interesting happened, I guess you could say. I had to go to the emergency room, and no, it wasn't for COVID or anything crazy like that. It was actually because I ate a thing of canned tuna. I don't know if canned tuna is like a thing in other countries, because I haven't been there, but either way, it's literally just a can of fish that's been like preserved in some type of brining liquid or something along those lines. Um, and normally foods like that are like super safe. Um, Similar deal with like fermented hot sauces and stuff like that. They can pretty much last for, years if they're stored correctly, which this tuna was. It was sealed all correctly and whatever. But the reason I got sent to the hospital over literally just a jar of tuna that really should not have been an issue. Well, not a jar, but a can. Was apparently if the tuna fish is not stored correctly right off the bat, um, histamines can build up in the fish. And those are like the things that cause an allergic reaction in humans. I think you could see where this is going. So, when that happens, even cooking the fish does not actually help. I was not aware of this fact, but cooking the fish doesn't even help to get rid of the histamines. It does not make them go away. So even if you do cook fish that has been improperly stored, you're screwed regardless. It really doesn't matter. You're just kind of screwed. So I make myself a tuna fish sandwich today, and things are, Jesus Christ, come on, really? Things are going okay. My day could be a bit better, I guess, not doing a whole lot, but you know what? Tuna fish sandwich wasn't bad. I'll take it. It wasn't the best sandwich I've ever had, but it wasn't bad. Either way, I finished the tuna sandwich. I'm cleaning everything up that I used to make it, and then all of a sudden, I just don't feel that well. Like, I don't puke or anything like that. I just feel kind of sick, like I'm just not feeling my best. So, I go up my room, I'm watching YouTube and whatever for like probably like an hour and a half or so. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I really don't feel good. And I kind of got up and I was like, ooh, I'm very short of breath. I'm very lightheaded. And that was when I was like, okay, I should probably go to the hospital because I could be going into anaphylactic shock and I could die. I wasn't sure if I was having some sort of allergic reaction or something like that, but kind of bad. What the hell happened? Okay, back to what I was saying earlier. I realized pretty quickly that something's not right here and I need to get to the hospital. So I go over to my dad and I go, pretty sure I'm going into anaphylactic shock. I should probably get to the hospital. And he goes, yeah, that's a good idea. We should do that. So I get in the car, we drive, we live pretty close to a hospital, probably about 10 minutes or so down the road. Like not even a bad drive. But I'm feeling kind of lightheaded. I surprisingly didn't panic. I'm a little bit shocked on that fact. But we get to the hospital, and I just kind of expected everybody to freak out, like, oh my god, this kid's dying and whatever. I mean, I wasn't. I was okay. I don't actually think I was really in much danger of dying the whole time. But you know what? It makes for a better YouTube title to say that I was. Because I did, legitimately, for a while, think that I might. But, it turned out that I'm, perfectly healthy. Well, not at the time, but I am now anyway. So, we show up, standard hospital stuff. They ask you your name, your date of birth. They ask, like, parent or guardian, bunch of different questions and crap. I'm not a parent or a guardian, so I have no clue what they're supposed to answer. But they answer some questions. My dad's answering the questions. And then we get let off to a room. So, I'm sitting in the room, I'm chilling, not exactly, I'm still a bit panicky because, still slightly concerned that I'm going to be dying. At this point, it was getting better though. I didn't feel as like, lightheaded and, as suffocating, I guess. I don't know, I felt like I could breathe a little bit better, I guess is a better way of putting it. So, the guy hooks me up to an IV and, takes some blood first. And they're like, okay, cool. So we're going to give you a Benadryl, which is like a pretty standard, like allergy medication type thing. And then we're also going to give you, I don't know, I don't remember what it was called, but it was like an antacid. It was like something that helps with heartburn. And apparently that helps with like whatever fish disease thing that the lady thought I had. I feel like it was pretty likely that this was what I had because I'm not an allergic person. I've had tuna plenty of times. I eat fish pretty consistently. So it's not new. It's not a new food. I've had it several times, and I've had stuff like that recently. I'm also like on antibiotics for like a separate nasal surgery that I had a while ago. So those could have caused the issue, but we're going with the fish. So they gave me the Benadryl, and let's just say some people don't have like a great reaction to Benadryl. Some people are fine, but it does make some people sleepy. And it didn't just make me sleepy, it made me kind of loopy as well. Because the guy, like, I had the IV in, so he takes this, like, it wasn't pretty much a syringe of clear fluid. It didn't have a needle on it or anything, because the IV that I was hooked up to had a weird knob on, like, the end of it that, you could just attach things to. So he puts a Benadryl, hooks it up to the IV and whatever, slowly pushes it down as you do with any syringe. About 5 seconds later, I'm just friggin' bugging the hell out. I'm not a happy camper. And you know what, to be honest, not a great experience. Don't really think I want to take Benadryl unless I absolutely have to. Just a quick side note, you guys remember that Benadryl challenge on TikTok that like killed 2 people or something like that, where they would take like 40 Benadryl? I took like one, I think like standard size dose of Benadryl, and I was just not happy afterwards. I can't imagine taking 40. How stupid are people? In this case, honestly, I probably did. It was probably a good thing that I did. I did a bit of Googling afterwards, and I realized, like, it said what happened to me was more or less not fatal most of the time. It just kind of causes an allergic reaction that, can be serious. I don't know if my case was particularly serious, as this is actually, like, a very rare thing. Well, not very rare, but, it's not like a common thing. There aren't constantly people checking into the hospital going, yep, bad can of tuna. Great. Apparently, it's also Swiss cheese. Weird, but whatever. So, yeah, I friggin' high on Benadryl, not having a good time, just kind of upset in general. Half of the channels on the TV, didn't work. So it literally just said no signal detected. And I was just sitting there going, this is the best. And I was literally staring at the friggin' TV with no signal detected for like 15 minutes. I think that's honestly time was a bit wonky. I suspect it was like a minute or two, and then I got bored, and I'm like, all right, let's do the numbers up more. Let's go through more channels. But either way, eventually I get discharged from the hospital so I can leave. And then now here I am telling, the whole world about, every little thing that's happened to me. Because, you know what, put it on YouTube. Maybe somebody will see this and go, you know what, that's pretty cool. I want to eat tuna now and take Benadryl and not have a good time. Honestly, cannot recommend histamine-filled tuna fish because it sucks. It's not good. Death is not Pog. But to be honest, that's really all I got for today. I'm sure I've added a couple notes in editing on just various things in this video. I don't know. I'm still a bit tired, to be honest. The Benadryl's probably still kicking around in there a little bit. So, not entirely as lucid as I would normally be for a recording. But that's fine, That just kind of adds to the whole theming of this episode, if there was any theming. Alright, either way, like and subscribe. I don't think anybody actually watches this part, but you know what? If you do, make sure you hit like. I notice I have more unique commenters than I do likes. So it'd be pretty cool if people could actually like it. But yeah, as I said earlier, it's all I got for today. Hazmat out.